Hi everyone, let's update Language Academy ഇതാ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് റീഡിംഗ് IELTS റീഡിംഗ് സെഷനിൽ ലിസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ഹെഡിങ്സ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞൊരു ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ടൈപ്പ് എങ്ങനെ സോൾവ് ചെയ്യാം എന്നുള്ളത് പറഞ്ഞു തരുവാണ്. ഓക്കെ, അതിൽ നമ്മൾ റീഡിങ്ങിൽ നമുക്ക് ഇച്ചിരി കൂടി ടൈം കൺസ്യൂം ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു കൈൻഡ് ഓഫ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ പാറ്റേൺ ആണ് ലിസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ഹെഡിങ്സ്. ബിക്കോസ് നമ്മളത് ഫുൾ വായിക്കാൻ നിൽക്കണം, അത് മനസ്സിലാക്കണം, അതിനെ പറ്റുന്നൊരു ഹെഡിങ്സ് റോമൻ ലെറ്റേഴ്സിൽ തന്നിരിക്കുന്ന കുറച്ച് ലിസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ഹെഡിങ്സ് ടൈപ്സ് ഉണ്ടാവും. അതിലേതാണ് അപ്രോപ്രിയേറ്റ് ആൻസർ നമുക്ക് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാം. Most of the people find it very difficult. However, I want you to understand that this is really easy if you do an elimination method. Okay, ഞാനിപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് അത് എങ്ങനെ ചെയ്യാം, how to solve it എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞുതരാം. ഓക്കെ, നമുക്ക് ലിസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ഹെഡിങ്സ് ആയിട്ട് ഒരു അറൌണ്ട് 10 questions തന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. ലിസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ഹെഡിങ്സ് തന്നിട്ടുണ്ട് ആൻഡ് 3 സെഷൻസ് you can see here 3 sections ഉണ്ട്. So I'm going to help you solve this 3 sessions. Okay. നമ്മൾ ലിസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ഹെഡിങ്സ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും make sure that you summarize each paragraph. നമ്മൾ പാസേജിൽ ഈച്ച് പാരഗ്രാഫിന് അപ്രോപ്രിയേറ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഹെഡിങ്സ് ആണ് they are asking, right? Okay. അതിൽ നമുക്ക് ഇപ്പോൾ ഫസ്റ്റ് പാസേജ്, that is section A. They have asked what is the appropriate heading for section A. Okay. How to solve this? Another, we'll read this section A, we'll come to kind of conclusion, and then we'll do this elimination method in order to find out the appropriate heading for this particular paragraph. Okay. Okay, read along with me. Section A or paragraph A, a study of the origins and distribution of human population used to be based on archaeological and fossil evidence. A number of techniques developed since the 1950s, however, have placed the study of these subjects on a sounder and more objective footing. The best information on early population movements is now being obtained from the archaeology of the living body. The clues to be found in genetic materials. Okay, നമ്മൾ ആദ്യം ഒരു rough reading, make sure that you read it much faster. Okay, but still ഇതിൽ നമുക്ക് നോക്കാം എന്താണ് സമ്മറൈസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്നത്. Okay. The study of origins and distribution of human population. അതായത് നമ്മുടെ study of origins and distribution of human populations used to be based on the archaeological and fossil evidence, right? Okay, it's based on some archaeological and some fossil evidences. Okay, fine. However, a number of techniques developed since 1950, okay, fine, have placed the study of these subjects on a sounder and more objective footing. Okay, fine. The best information on early population movements, okay, early population movements is now being obtained from the archaeology of living body. Okay, fine. The clues for this is to be found in genetic materials. Okay, what we can conclude from this passage is that it's said about the study of origins and distribution of human populations and also its population movements completely based on some archaeological studies of this living body and all are related to the fossil evidences. Okay, fine. These techniques have been developed since 1950. However, the best way of population movement is based on what? Archaeology of the living body. Okay, that's what we are able to conclude from this passage, right? Okay, now we will do this technique of what? Elimination method. It is one of the appropriate and easy method to find out the accurate answer or correct answer for this section A, which is the accurate heading for it. Okay, fine. Now we'll do this technique. Follow with me. We'll see the first list of heading. The results of the research into blood variants. Did anything related to results of the research and blood variants was mentioned in this paragraph A? Of course, no, right? Was there anything related to dental evidences? No way. Greenberg's analysis of the dental and linguistic evidences? Of course, another no, right? Okay. Developments in the method used to study early population movement. Okay. Something a quarry thing, right? Okay, mark it as a quarry one. Okay, development, because there they have mentioned there's development, then distribution, see, origins and distribution, right? Okay, we have this out with this development. Okay, fine. Then here comes Indian migration from Canada to USA. Of course, they know. Nothing is mentioned in this paragraph related to Canada, USA, and Indian migration. Further genetic evidence relating to three-wave theory. Was anything mentioned about three-wave theory? No. Okay. Long-standing questions about prehistoric migration to America? Of course, I know, right? Conflicting views of three-wave theory based on genetic evidence is another no. Eliminating that. Question about the cause of prehistoric migration to America? Eliminating. How analysis of blood variants measures the closeness of the relationship between different populations? Of course, another elimination, right? So, this elimination method have helped us to come to the conclusion to a particular heading, right? The development in the method used to study the early population movements, right? See, it's all thing is here only. It's been mentioned here about this population movements, the early population movements. See, early population movement. It's completely there, right? Okay, it's there. Early population movement. So the answer to the first section is Roman letter 4. Okay, away is quite easy, right? Okay, now come along with me. We'll solve the section B question type. Okay, so we have now asked to solve the section B. Okay, I'll erase this thing so that you won't get confused with it. Okay. Okay, now we have to find the section B. Heading for section B. Okay, we have got section B here. I'll zoom it. Okay, now we'll read the section B section B paragraph. Okay. Recent work on the problem of when people first entered the Americas is an example of the value of these new techniques. Okay. Northeast Asia and Siberia have long been accepted as the launching ground for the first human colonizers of the New World. Okay. But was there one major wave of migration across the Bering Strait into the Americas or several? And when did this event or events take place? Another question, right? Okay. In recent years, new L's have come from research into genetics, including the distribution of genetic markers in modern Native Americans. Okay. In section B, we'll summarize it. Okay. Again, by reading it again, we'll summarize it. Okay. See this. Recent work on the problem when people first entered America is an example of value of these new techniques. Okay, some recent work on the problems when people entering into America. Okay, we mark this here. It's about some migrations into America, right? Okay, fine. Northeast Asia and Siberia have been long been accepted as the launching ground for the first human colonizers. Okay, it's like they have been accepted. Who? Northeast Asians, Siberia have been accepted as the what? The first human colonizers, right? Okay, they have been accepted as the first human colonizers. Okay, fine. To the snow world. Okay, fine. Let them be. The main thing is here. See, they are starting with some queries. But, especially this thing, okay, but was there one major wave of migration across the Bering Strait into this America or several? So they have come with some queries, right? They are having some query. Okay, fine. Another thing is, and when did this event or events take place? They have come with another query regarding this migration. Okay, okay, they have some confusion. In recent years, new apps have come from research into genetics, including the distribution of genetic markers in modern Native Americans. Okay. What we are now able to conclude from this paragraph B is that it's talking about some first entry to America. There are some um, there are some beliefs that Northeast Asia and Siberia have long been accepted as the launching ground for the first human colonizers. Okay, but still, they are having some queries, right? But was there a major wave across the Bering Strait into Americas over several? It's been a long-standing question, right? Okay. And when did this event took place? Okay. When did it happen? It's all still being a query. Okay. What we can conclude from this paragraph. Okay, right. Now we'll move on to the question part. Okay, we'll see the question, what all things, and now we'll do the elimination technique. Okay, what we did is we read this paragraph, summarized it, and we'll move on to the question side and we'll do this elimination technique to come to our accurate and appropriate answer, right? Okay, come along, do along with me this elimination technique. Okay. The result of the research into blood variants? Anything regarding blood variants? Of course, no, right? Okay, dental evidence? No, no, no way. Okay, Greenberg's analysis of the dental and linguistic evidences? Negative, I think eliminated. Developments in the method used to study early population movements? Nope. Indian migration from Canada to USA? Again, nothing mentioned. Further genetic evidence relating to three-wave theory? No three-wave theory was mentioned in this paragraph B. Okay, now I'll move on to the next option. Long-standing questions about prehistoric migration to America. Yeah, prehistoric migration to America, and there was a query that I read, right? There was some queries about this prehistoric Americans and migrations, right? Okay, this is something I am doubting. Okay, it's under my doubtful option. Okay, I'll read the rest and I'll eliminate so that I can conclude it. Okay, conflicting views of the three-wave theory is not, no, 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 not gonna confuse me. Questions about the causes of prehistoric migration to America? Oh my god, again they came up with this migration, prehistoric, right? They came with this migration to America, and this questions. Okay, fine, but still I'll read. How analysis of blood variants measure the closeness of relationship between the population? Ah, no way. Okay, now have query on this too, right? But I have understood that there was no questions related to the causes, right? Causes of this prehistoric migration. Was there any queries regarding the causes of prehistoric migration in this paragraph B? Of course, no. They were like queries, was that real or not? When did it took place, etc. So it's, I know it perfectly that those questions were not regarding the causes, right, of this prehistoric migration. So I am eliminating this option which made me confused. I know it confused you also, but yeah, I eliminated that and now I know the correct answer is option 7. So the answer to section D is 7. Okay, that was quite confusing, but still it was easy because they really mentioned this thing. Even though it was a probing one, they couldn't prop me because I read it again. I went back to the paragraph, made sure that no questions was asked regarding the causes of prehistoric migration to America. They couldn't trick me, so I could conclude it to be the answer 7. Long-standing questions about prehistoric migration to America, right? Yeah. So it was easy that way, right? Okay. Now we'll do another one. I'm gonna erase this so that it won't be much confusing. Okay. Okay, now we have paragraph number C. Okay, paragraph C. We'll see what it has got in it. Okay, an important project led by the biological anthropologist Robert Williams focused on the variants called GM allotypes of one particular protein, immunoglobulin G, found in the fluid portion of human blood. Okay, it's completely about some study done by anthropologist Robert Williams. Okay, all proteins drift or produce variants over the generation, and members of an interbreeding human population will share a set of such variants. Okay. Thus, by comparing the GM allotypes, of two different populations, example two Indian tribes, one can establish their genetic distances. Okay, that's interesting, which itself can be calibrated to give an indication of the length of time since these populations last interbred. Okay, now we'll do this summarizing thing after doing this section C. Okay, what it was an important project led by who? Anthropologist Robert Williams. He did some important thing regarding some blood variants, right? Some variants on the GMALA type things. Okay, portion of human blood he did, of course. Okay, fine. What was the thing after he did all these proteins drafted? Okay, he did some examination. Okay, fine. And members on interbreeding human population will share a set of such variants. Okay, see, interbreed. He have concluded that these things will produce variants will be interbreeding among the human population will share such. He said that they share these variants. Okay, by having this comparing the genotype of two different populations, what he concluded that they can analyze the genetic distances. Okay, that was the interesting thing. See, even it helps us with these quotations, right? Yeah, we have come to the answer here itself, I guess. Okay, that was the conclusions. Like he did some study on the ZM allotypes and he have examined the blood variants and he have concluded that they share such variants and have and it have helped them to identify the genetic distances, right? And he did between two Indian tribes. Yeah, that sounds interesting. Okay, that is the summary of this paragraph C. Okay, now we'll move on to what? Our elimination techniques in order to find the appropriate heading for this paragraph C. Okay, okay, come along. We'll do it together. The result of the research into blood variants. Oops, was that the result of the research into blood variants? Okay, nothing like that. Like, okay, it was not about the results. Okay, if you want to keep it some, there was some blood variants, you can keep, of course, some query. No problem, no issues. Oops. Okay. Dental evidences? No way, right? Greenberg's analysis on dental and linguistic evidences, of course, another no. Developments in the method used to study early population movements? No. Indian migration from oh my god, was Canada and USA? Nothing, right? Further genetic evidence relating to three-wave theory? No, nothing is mentioned related to this three-wave theory. Okay, long-standing questions about prehistoric America? No, something was mentioned in the section B. Okay. Conflicting views of three-wave theory? Nothing conflicting found in this paragraph C. Questions about the causes of prehistoric migration to America? No, there was no questions regarding this questions about this migrations to America. Okay, fine. I'm sorry, they got some differences. Okay, we'll go do it again. Conflicting views of three-way theory based on non-genetic evidences. No, there was nothing conflicting that happened in this section. See, okay. Now we have question about the cause of prehistoric migration to America. Person no. How analysis of blood variants measure the closeness of relationship between different population. Yeah, something like that, right? Closeness of relationship between the populations. Okay, because of this blood variance. Okay, we had a query because here also was some blood variance and it was in results. Okay, now we will cross check it. What was it with this blood variance? Okay, with this blood variance, what they have found that the two different populations, see, the two different populations, example to Indian tribes, they have found that they could identify their genetic distances. Yeah, they found their relationships, right? Their genetic differences, right? So the answer is what? Option 10. for the section C. Okay, how did it win? I'm so sorry. Again, there came some interferences. Okay, how did it win? Of course, we can eliminate this one, which was we kept as a doubtful. That's of course a no, because nothing mentioned regarding this genetic differences, right? Genetic relationships and closeness, right? So we concluded it to be option 10. How analysis of blood variants measure the closeness of the relation between different populations. Yeah, that was nice, right? So I'm eliminating this first question, which was kind of related. Of course, they're not much related. But yeah, that helped me a lot. This elimination method is really easy so that I could make sure that what all answer I wrote is correct. Okay. Okay, thank you. How did it went for you? Just try out this technique and give us some review how much it is helpful to you people. Okay, thank you. See you with another tips and tricks to solve the IELTS exams modules. Okay, thank you.